There we
the
go.
minutes count from the other one? Doesn't it count from the other one? We should be able to say whatever because we had stoppage time, right?
Is it like soccer where you go into like extra minutes or something?
Exactly. All right, let's try this again. Yeah, here we go. Hello, everyone. Welcome to episode 249.5 of the Hangout. We give you positive insight into the world of collecting a very chilled and relaxed atmosphere. I say we because I'm joined by two of the guys that will stand by me if things mess up on the show. The two Corys. How are you guys doing again?
We're still good. We're still good. Still good, man.
Good. Good to see everybody back. Pay no attention to what happened just now. AI is messing with Paige. Yes, I would definitely agree. We're back. AI for sure. We're back. Let's not keep everybody waiting. We're going to be pop in, pop out because, like I said before, I got a little distracted today.
Mm-hmm.
But there's not going to be a lot of foreplay. We're just going to jump into a lot of stuff. There wasn't a lot of news. There was a lot of news, but I kind of trimmed a lot of it back because I didn't know if you guys even wanted to talk about it. But do you guys want to talk about Marvel Legends stuff?
Marvel Legends. What you got?
I like a couple of those reveals that they showed, though, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't care if we talk about it or not.
Well, before we start, how about this? Coming soon, Spider-Man Noir. There's a trailer that is going to drop tomorrow.
Yeah.
Stills were shown for this. Looks pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Funny how we're starting with this Spider-Man Noir because that'll bring things full circle.
Yeah.
Lazy that they're doing it in black and white. Some of it.
Bazing. We're gonna talk about that. Are you guys on board with this? Excited? No?
Yeah. I like Nick Cage. I like Spider-Man. I like noir stuff.
Yeah.
I like that they have Black Cat in it.
He'll always be Ghost Rider to me.
Yeah.
He'll always be in Con Air to me. Put down the bunny.
Yeah. Good to see everybody. Thank you guys for bearing with us.
Face Off.
That's another good one. Yeah. And moving right along.
National Treasure.
No, I wouldn't even put that one in there. No.
What about what was that one?
You don't like the National Treasure movies?
No,
the first one was
really.
good. The second one, not so much.
I thought those would be right up Paige's alley.
No, not really.
Interesting.
Looks great. Can't wait to see it. All right. I think we'll probably be on track with this. All right. So I'm going to be honest with you. When this first popped up, I was thinking to myself, oh, God, am I going to be interested in this? You know? I did watch it live. First question, did you guys watch it live? Yes or no?
No.
What's that? No.
The Legend stream, is it coming up or no?
Yeah, I just saw it. Sorry, I was looking.
I haven't seen a live stream in a long time.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Kind of glitched, kind of like this show. There was something that happened. Like they had this conversation. Dan Hume's talking to Dwight, and they said, he goes, run that back, rewind it. And it went like, and I'm sitting there watching. I go, wait a minute, what? And I remember they don't do these live. They record them. And so I thought that was interesting because everybody's typing comments and stuff, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, they can't even see that shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, they had this go up, Dan Yoon, and just to let everybody know, these are all my pictures because you can see, look, there's Oscar, and then there's the PS5 that never gets turned on.
Mm-hmm.
Nice little tease for Dan. He had his Secret Wars shirt on. Very happy. Quick question for you. Since this is not really live, does it still hit the same?
Well, it must, because people don't realize it. So, yeah.
I like it.
Yeah.
I like that I can just look at the pictures that Preternia posts.
Oh, so you just like doing the recap then?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If it's Joe's, I'll watch it because I like Lenny and Emily.
Mhm.
Nothing against these guys, but I just prefer the other.
Yeah, as I was watching it, I was like, man, I miss. It just
Right.
felt different. It felt yeah, because Ryan wasn't there,
Mhm.
and they kind of balanced each other out. I'm not saying that it wasn't good. You could tell there's like a little bit of adjustment. This is their first live stream for 2026. I mean, but they have good chemistry.
Mhm.
Dan feels like he's kind of the finger on the pulse of the community.
Hmm.
And Dwight has that more like corporate kind of part of it, so they kind of bounce off of each other.
I see that.
When I saw it, I wasn't really too hyped. And I was thinking to myself, I'm like, is it because I'm just not as invested in the Marvel Legends line? And like you said, do highlights just make it a little bit easier? Do you think?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Did they say when Apocalypse was coming?
No, they didn't. Okay, here's the thing. Is it just burnout? I'm being hypocritical because we're doing a live, right? Is it just burnout, like content burnout? It's like, I don't know.
No, I think just they do these so frequently and just man, like I feel bad for anybody trying to like if you're a completionist with Marvel Legend.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, like I can't imagine. You know what I mean? The stress and trying to there's just so much.
Mm-hmm.
So much. They literally don't stop.
No, they don't. Of course, I'm going to zoom in on this. I like this shirt. I got nothing against either two. I think they do a good show. I was just sitting there. It just felt different. I wasn't really hyped up. I don't know. Maybe it's just because I'm not as invested. But started watching it, and this was the first reveal. Do you guys know all the reveals that they had? Is there any ones that you want to just stop on, or we want to blaze through any of these?
I haven't seen any of it.
Okay. Let me know if we could just skip through. First reveal is Falcon. This is all the Secret War stuff. Retro carded. You'll get the shields and stuff like that. I thought this was pretty cool. I think
I
this is
really like all these Secret Wars figures.
Mm-hmm.
I've only avoided them because I don't want to have to do the whole one open and one to keep on card.
Mm-hmm.
But boy, are they sharp.
Yeah, they look really good, man. Let's watch it. This is all pinless. This is the first time that they've done Red Wing. I think in animal form. I know Mackie probably had his own little Red Wing before. I remember that. But I think the last time they did this was the Toy Biz one. I made a conscious effort to actually put in some time watching this and taking notes because I felt like I was just skipping through shit. Next was Constrictor. Anybody? No?
Serpent Society.
Mm-hmm.
They finally finished the line.
Last time, 2020? This is an upgrade. They said brighter colors, butterfly joints. This is on the Vulcan body, and the tentacles are removable. I'm going to get this because I have the other ones. I think there's like, one or two still missing, but this looks cool to me. He gets a shield too. Oscar was not really impressed. Next was probably the most talked about in the community, in the Marvel Legends community. I kind of walked in and walked out. I was like, ooh, this is too much for me. Fuck this. Absorbing Man. Thoughts? Anybody?
They did him a while ago as a Build-A-Figure, didn't they?
Yeah. It's from 2016.
Jesus.
Yeah, this is on the Hercules body. He also gets a shield. The Wrecking Ball. This is plastic. I don't think that this is he gets alternative fist head. I don't think this is the wire. wire stuff at all. But yeah, a lot of people were talking about this ab joint, how they were coming. Next was Magic. I thought this was cool. Arm and everything else like that. This is the New Mutant look. This is the sword with the power effect. I have the power. Pinless body. And they also said this is coming out, kind of teased at the fact that they were going to have another New Mutant coming out a little bit later. Blasphemy! Are you serious?
I wonder where they got that idea from.
Not, I didn't do that shit, but it stinks. Yeah, got all that stuff. Yay, nay? How about we do that? Yay, nay?
Nay.
Nay? CC?
Looks
He's
sharp,
on.
but I'm not doing it. Like you said, I'm
He's
not-
all in on female figures and Marvel Legends, so it checks both the boxes for him.
Well, they had this Secret Wars Spider-Man. They thought it would be cool if they did this transformation panel part that was in here. So you got the half symbiote, half is it symbiote or symbiote? But they got that. Gets a shield. I wasn't interested in that. Daredevil. I think we can land on this one, right?
I like that look.
Yeah. They advertised this as the let's see here. Just checking through. If Mattel scared pump the volume. It was time for an updated absorbing man. I agree. Nay.
Looks like Oscar's excited for Daredevil. His ears are perked up.
And he kind of moved his head. I was like, but this is the new super articulated, but it's not Max. He gets a where is it at on here? They didn't show it. Anyway, he gets a radar sense. There it is.
Mm-hmm.
He has a radar sense that plugs in. He gets a shield. He has 2 extra heads, 2 extra hands. And then he also has the double baton that splits up and also connects into one piece. I like this. I thought it was cool. I was going to grab it. Yay for me. You guys?
Nay.
Nay?
Nope.
All right, moving on.
No temptation.
Yeah, read the room. So all these are going to be mainline retails. They went up today. I didn't look at any of them to see if they're still available.
I think I saw Daredevil sold out already. Somebody was saying.
I saw that too. Yeah. I hope not, because I wanted to grab that one, but whatever.
It'll be
Next
out.
thing.
Don't worry.
Yeah, I think so. Let's see here. That's a great Daredevil. Yeah, I need a Mezco updated one. Totally agree. So then they had the villains 2-pack. This is Red and Muse. They went with a red theme, and it's Muse and Bullseye. Yay, nay? Do we need to talk about this?
I do like those. I thought they looked good. Muse looked about as good as you're going to get from the TV show.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that look for Bullseye too, but not enough to get off my wallet.
Like tact?
Yeah, like tactical kind of, instead of Colin Farrell version.
You don't like the Colin Farrell version?
No. He hits the peanut and chokes the old lady out.
Yeah. He's like...
Kills her.
Yeah. A deluxe Mezco Daredevil will go so hard. I agree. I wouldn't mind if they did any of the other versions. CC, I'm assuming this is a no. It's got good packaging, though. Come on.
No, I can't.
Well, if you change your mind, March 4th, 1 p.m. That's when this will be available. Another 2-pack. This is the Avengers 2-pack, not Tupac. This is the Black Widow. Angry, calm face. And then you got angry and calm. Pinless, but Quicksilver. Yay, nay?
No.
Yeah, we can move on.
I'm safe.
Yeah.
Deals just right there. My God.
I'm sorry?
How many figures is that total that you just went through there?
Like,
Oh.
10?
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. The 2-pack, are we counting that as 1 or 2?
2.
Let's count it as 2 because it's going to cost you twice as much.
Yep.
Okay, so 8, 9, 10 so far.
10 figures.
Yeah, 10. And then a boom! Boom! How about 11? Number 11.
Yeah.
That's right. This one caught a lot of flack too. I remember getting this Build-A-Figure, and this is the Onslaught proper with the helmet. Before, I guess you had to get a bunch of the other ones, and to get the helmet for the other one, you had to get some other. I don't remember. It's supersized, but it is on a supersized. Mistakes. It is on a supersized retro card.
So it's only one head that it comes with?
Let's see.
Because didn't you get a Red Skull head with it also or something? And then you got the Magneto head separate?
Originally, that was the one that came with that Red Skull one.
They dropped the ball.
Did they really? Why do people say that? Like when they were like, "Oh, they dropped the ball on this." It's like, I think it was pre-planned. They know what they're doing.
Oh yeah.
But I don't know. I thought that everybody would be okay with this because this is the helmet, that everybody was saying, But I guess if you have it, you know what? And I'll stop right there and pause it. I can't remember if Dwight said this towards the end or not. This is all going to tie into some of the stuff that we're going to talk about tonight. But he had this like little blurb where he said, "You know what? I see a lot of the comments and stuff like that, and people are like, 'Oh, why'd you choose this offering? And you guys suck and blah blah blah.'" I'm paraphrasing, but he goes, there's what you guys aren't taking into consideration is there's people that haven't been collecting the line as long as you have, right?
Yeah.
Very true.
And people may have either missed that offering, or maybe they didn't get a chance to get, that's the same thing, Paige. People may have missed that offering completely, or maybe they missed out on the part that they needed to make this the version that they needed, right?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And then, I mean, even if you take that off the table and throw it away, somebody put up a picture, and I think side by side it was the same, but I don't know if the materials are different or if the tech on it is different at all, but that's another thing too to take into consideration. But I thought that was cool that he said that, because it's like,
Call people out on their bullshit.
it's not that. I just think a lot. That's the theme for tonight. I think a lot of people, it's like self-serving. Like people think it's only, somebody's just sitting at their computer. I'm the only one that has great ideas. I'm the only one that you should be only
I'm the
be making
target audience.
Yeah, you solely are the person, that should be making these decisions. That's the way I see it. Like I see some guys that'll say they should have did this, and I'm like, dude, I'm not interested in that. I wouldn't have bought it.
Yeah.
And it's some obscure figure that they needed to complete their team from like 20 years ago. That's mismatched. It's mismatched with Toy Biz or something else. It's like, but I thought it was cool that he said that, because it's like not all the time, But anyway, they got this big blister pack. They did. They showed the size comparison with it.
Giant.
Don't really-
It's like
Yeah.
getting one of those really big comic books.
Where's that going to fit on the peg?
Yeah.
Yeah. But I guess it doesn't matter, right? Because you're just going to be throwing all that stuff away anyway. Unless you're CC and said you're going to get 2, right?
Man, I'm telling you, those on-card stuff, it looks really good.
Yeah, it does. That's a good way of thinking about it. What did Coyote say? Can I go back? It's a Stealth Marvel and Campcom drop. Oh, okay. Yay, nay?
No.
Okay.
Nay.
Probably spent too much time on it anyway. This is going to be a yeah for me. This looks cool. This looks extremely streamlined. Archangel. And I know. And let me pitch this to CC. This is an X-Men 97.
CC's trying to backtrack that line. You might as well jump in here, CC.
Yeah.
I think, thanks to a good friend on the show, I think I have an Archangel.
But you don't have this one.
I don't have that one. That is true. But I have a pretty darn good one.
He would look great next to Apocalypse, though, CC. Like, think about that.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Come on, CC.
No.
Like, he's got that same animated style as
Yeah.
that Apocalypse that you got coming in bound.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh no.
I
Need some
mean,
horsemen.
I don't want to bust your balls when your shit doesn't match, but I will.
Yeah. Yeah. Why'd you put that Toy Biz figure in there? Ugh.
Yeah. Ew.
Let me try to sell him on it. You ready? Here we go. So this is Archangel. This is he has new wings, new design, new head, new hands. He has the Space Blaster, and he also has the tuning fork wings. Because you like to space save, CC. Oh no, not yet.
But wait, there's more.
That's it. This is going to be fan channel exclusive. It's going to go up March 26th. CC, mark your calendar. But did I sell it or no?
Nah, I don't know.
Fuck, whatever.
I really like their X-Men stuff, but man, yeah.
No Game Reverse logo. Bless you. Well, all right. Well, so what we're on, I can't remember. Let me count for you, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Emma Frost, I forgot that one. 11. That's going to be on March 3rd. 12 was Onslaught. 13 was Archangel. And so we're at 13. 12, 13 kind of give a push. And then you got this guy. The Mezco Thor. Oh, my bad. You got to stay on this one. Let me sell you on it. You ready?
Mm-hmm.
This is the new Maximum Series Thor. Modern costume, wired cape, new updates. No?
It looks pretty good. I'm a sucker for Thor.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for Thor.
How about more? He's pinless.
Uh-huh.
And this would also be considered like a multi version that you could do with this because he has like different. How do we say this? So you see this head? His head pops out. You can put it on this hair, and then you can also pop it out, put it on this helmet.
He's got a Karen haircut.
Mm-hmm. Multiple lightning effects. There's a loop in the back of this cape where you can put the hammer. Did I get that? Yeah, there you go, right there. Boom. I gave you a little bit of a Dutch angle on that. Something I did see that I wondered if there was going to be like a Frost Giant tease, because I think with all these accessories, while we're on this is an Amazon fan channel exclusive. Thank God. February 25th. There was something on the accessories, but I don't know if it was like a horn or something like that, but I was like, is this a Frost Giant tease? So we got one. Do we got more than two?
I'll probably end up getting one of those, unfortunately.
Unfortunately,
yeah, because I'm trying not to do them, but man, I really like the Thor figures.
Well,
last one they did, the most recent one, I was pretty good too. I can't remember which one it is. It had the crow and everything that it came with.
Oh, I know which one you're talking about.
That was pretty good.
I like the little frog Thor.
Yeah, my apologies. I was kind of like trying to get photos of it, but he's in there, and what is he? Thorg. He's articulated, I guess, a little bit. That'd be cool. I don't think they gave a price out for this, but I mean, it's the Maximum series, and so he'll be into there. What was the last one? Hulk, right?
Or Deadpool.
Series? Yeah, Deadpool.
Deadpool.
Oh, I missed out on that one completely. How much was he?
I think
50, I think. I'll look on Amazon.
Yeah, I'm wondering if it's still there, but yeah, I guess yep, maybe that'll be the same thing. MC wasn't here, but we are
55 maximum Deadpool.
oh yeah, not bad. Oh, there we go. Diamond said 55. Yeah. All right, so we got all that. Let's get to the meat of this show and what we're really known for. Buckle up. MC, you weren't here last week.
I was here in spirit.
You were, yes, sir. We did miss you. Toyz Fair was announced. They put the itinerary out. There's lots of little events. We've had 2 pre-orders already announced. We'll talk about those in a little bit. But it is scheduled for this weekend. Does that affect your Valentine's Day plans?
My family's getting Mezcos for Valentine's Day.
See this, the father that guides and keeps giving year round.
It's true. I just try.
CC already said that it's not affecting his plans at all.
Not at all.
CC keeps his stable in check, though. They know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, right.
They know. They know. Yeah, so this stuff is coming. We'll get a little bit more in depth with this, but some quick news. This already happened, obviously, but we talked about this. The Kaiju Collective, highly anticipated, DC's favorite material, seamless body, Godzilla 1954 black and white. This has been charged. Already felt in my bank account. And then it has been listed in the shipping queue. It doesn't mean that it's actually shipped yet. It just means that it's moved to that queue, which means it's a step further in the process. Am I the only one that got this? Yeah.
No, I got one.
Mm.
I did get one. I thought I was in the clear, but nope, I did pre-order one.
And you did get charged for it?
Yep. Oh yeah. On a Sunday, oddly enough.
Yeah. Thank you for gracing us with your presence, sir. This is big time right here. Loco Lou. Yeah. I'm interested in seeing how this materials are going to work. I figured I would bring it to MegaCon so MC could take a gander at it.
Is there anybody there that's going to sign it where I have to like guard it with my life?
Frank Miller is going to be there.
Uh-oh.
I don't think we'll get Marvin time, but I need to check that to make sure.
You have the only Godzilla signed by Frank Miller.
I know that would be awesome.
Value on that, like
be a one of one.
It would be. He'd look at you like, "Why am I signing this?"
Yeah.
Like, shut up, Frank. Just sign it.
Yeah.
You ever seen the episode of Big Bang Theory when they were doing that?
Yeah.
Sheldon was going to have Stan Lee sign a Batman comic, and he's like, "Why are you going to sign Batman?" He said, "Because he'd be the only Batman signed by Stan Lee." It's brilliant.
Do you think he would do it? Did he do it? I mean, it's for show, so you know. But
I think Stan Lee would sign anything near the end that you threw in front of him.
God, can you imagine that? It would be it would be the one of one. They've done team ups though before, like crossovers.
Yeah, I forgot what it's called. Some kind of verse.
All right. Note to self: get Frank Miller to sign Godzilla. This is probably the best news in CC's world right now.
Yes.
This was a processing alert.
I need that shipping like now.
He needs that for Valentine's Day.
Mm-hmm.
That would have been a great weekend. I'm off this weekend too. Boy, that would have been great timing.
Yeah. Howdy pop, man. I think I'm having
to spend the whole weekend with my true love.
Yep, you just be hugging it.
Thor, yeah.
Yo, me and Blondie are going out.
Yeah.
I knew you'd be excited when you saw this. I was like, there we go. So this will obviously answer a bunch of questions for people, you know.
I hope it's so good. I hope it's so good.
Yeah. I think probably the two biggest things, probably the armor and the height. I think that's probably going to be what the measuring stick with this one's going to be. Superman, Spider-Man is coming soon, and they did it before way back in the day. I've seen people post sorts of comics signed by Stan Lee that had nothing to do with him. Wow, so he really was just signing shit. Work my brother, another podcast. I've been a part of it. I'm chilling here now. Back to my friends. Oh, sorry to hear that, man. Sorry to hear that, bro. But yeah, this is coming. Hasn't moved to the shipping queue yet, but I mean, there's a lot of crap happening right now, but that is one of the good things, right? This is something that's also shipping, and evidently somebody already got it in hand. I'll butcher the name. I thought I took a screenshot of it, but it was in the Mezco Collectors Collective group, and his name was, apologies, disclaimer. It was an Asian name. It's like Phi Hong something. But these are his photos. This is in hand and kind of shows all the accessories. I'm really excited about this one.
Did you get that one?
I said,
Did you get that one?
Yes.
Woohoo! Play party.
Yeah, we should. I think I told Cece like before. I was like, yeah, this is coming out. I was like, I'm not super hyped about it, but it'll be cool.
Looks good.
Yeah. I need a repo storyline. Nice job. Put the box in there. Spoiler. Sorry. But yeah. Wow. All right. Let's get into this. Are you ready? Remember, reel me back.
Please, Hammer, don't hurt him.
Try not to.
When you're waiting for MC to be the voice of reason, you know you're in trouble.
He was the one that said, what did he say in the green room?
Name names.
Name names, call people out. No. Like I said before, I'm trying not to. All of these topics that we're going to talk about, they all interlink with each other. And I know that people are going to probably think that, oh, here goes Paige on the soapbox and he's going to be bitching about stuff. That's not it. Just take some time, absorb some of the stuff that we're going to be talking about. I promise you, it all links together. I tried to think of different ways to like talk about this. And then over the last 2 days, some things happened. Please reel me in if you're in the chat, or you guys too. But
Paige chose violence, is what he's telling us.
I don't ever choose violence. And I want to show you my hands. I'm very calm. None of this stuff bothers me, but I think it's very important to talk about. And
Yeah,
it's like
Marvel Legends Thor looks better than Mezco Thor, and it's going to be a better product.
Oh my God.
I'm kidding. You guys know me. I'm not like that. I want to get Paige riled up.
And that's the thing too. I don't really care about that stuff. You know, like there's a lot of people, and I get it. It's the internet. Rewind it really quick. This is a collector service announcement. And like I said, I really try to think of a way to like do it nicely. There was probably 4 or 5 things that happened over the last couple of days that said that, like you said, it just kind of puts you and try to push you into another area. Mm-hmm. But I'll be very nice about it. Please do me a favor. If I post something in anywhere on social media and you disagree with it, please just go past my post. Please. I'm asking you, please. And there's a reason for that. First off, it's an information post. You know, it's just to help people out. That's it. I get some people think it's a sounding board and you want to get on and you want to like say a bunch of stuff, which is your right. You have the absolute right to do that because it's the internet. We agree with that, right? You know? Yeah. I'm waiting for CC. He's always the logical one with this.
I'm with you.
Right?
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. There's like 2 caveats to this, and it's because somebody mentioned something today, and I don't know if I thought I've made it pretty clear, but somebody mentioned something today that was kind of like a jab. And they said, you work for Mezco. Maybe I haven't made it clear. I don't work for Mezco. I don't.
Yeah, dipshits.
It's not even that. It's not even that. I don't work for Mezco. So all the stuff that I'm doing is all on my own free time. And so when you put work into that, you have somebody come in and they just try to like disrupt or put misinformation or disinformation or shit on what you're doing. I don't have time for that. I really don't. And so that's why I ask you just to scroll past the post. A lot of times what happens is people will get on posts and they just start saying whatever they want. And a lot of that information is wrong. So you can see how it's kind of counterintuitive when you're trying to put out information and somebody comes up and says, yeah, well, that's not right. And you, like I said, you have that right to do that. And the way you should handle it is if I'm incorrect, please correct me. But also understand if you get on my post and you have something to say, I have the same right to answer you back. Are we good so far?
I'm following. I'm following.
Yeah. We'll take a break for a second because I want to see what somebody says. Gotta set people straight. Let's see. Facts. I can't read. Facts are facts. Yeah, I think people are still on board with this, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. It looks like it. We do not agree. It's not the internet, it's the matrix. That is true. And I also understand that there's some things at play in here. Half the people that you're engaging with online, they're bots or they're guys that have alternate accounts. I'm trying not to spend too much time on this, but people are simple. They see information and all of a sudden they think that you're the informant. Crazy. Which is understandable. I get it. But the thing is that I don't work for them. And if I did, I would let you know. I would say, hey, I get paid to do certain things. I like not getting paid. This is all like stuff that I do on my own. But I like it because the fact is that if I was getting paid by them, I wouldn't be able to respond to some of this stuff. You know, like you could. I would have to run it through them, everything that I answer to, but I don't. And so that leads me into the next part of it. If you get on there and you make a comment, like I said, I have the right to be able to respond to you too. And I try to do that very respectfully, right? But here's the thing. If you're going to comment and I comment back, I usually deal in a lot of fact-based information. So if you're just spitting out your half-baked ideas or bullshit, I'm going to call you on it.
Mm-hmm.
If you say, oh, this is going to take 3 years, that's a transition to what we'll talk about. If you're going to say, oh, it takes them 3 years to put out 4 figures, I'm going to provide information that counterpoints what you're saying. Adults have conversation. So what happens usually in an adult conversation is if I say, that's not correct, how many figures do you think they put out in 3 years? And you go, oh, stop trying to piss on what I'm trying to do, or don't be a dick. No, I'm asking you a question because I want you to prove that you have information or facts to back up what you're saying.
Yeah.
A lot of people get away with just saying dumb shit online. And if you want to do that, that's fine. Don't do it on my post because, like I said, it's counterintuitive to what I'm doing. You can make your own post. I will approve that post, and you can just do that. But don't get on my post and do it because, like I said, I'm going to respond, and you're going to get pissed off because I respond to you. That's not the way it works. You know, if you had enough balls to jump on the post, I think you should be a big man and be able to take the answers. And I guess what? If you slam me, I'll take it. Pause. Does it make sense so far?
Yeah.
Thoughts?
I've told you many a time, man. I don't know how you do it. You have far more patience than I do for a lot of this social media stuff. Me and the block button are still really good friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I do that too. That's another thing too. And I really want to make this clear too. 95% of the people that are watching this, they've all been really supportive of the show. There's going to be 5% of the people that hate watch this show or they send clips and shit like that. The 5% I'm talking to you guys. I know what you do. I know the purpose of what you're doing. I'm just telling you it doesn't work. And a lot of times I don't say anything. There's people that I won't engage with at all. We've talked about that before too, right? Because I've already explained something to people 3 or 4 times. There's no reason to keep beating my head against the wall, providing you facts on the reason why something happens, or even having a conversation to get your perspective on it. There's no reason to keep doing that when all you're going to give is these dumbass takes like, oh, that's bullshit, I don't believe it. Okay, bro, there's nothing else I can tell you. Links are here. Here's all the places you can go. Here's all the reference stuff. I mean, dude, there's no point in having conversations with you. So I won't engage with somebody after a while. But if you're one of these guys that wants to get on and you want to like do something like the last 2 weeks that these guys have been doing, I'm going to say something to you. And it's going to be fact-based. I don't take shots. So when something, oh, you work for Mezco. No, bro. Come with facts. Here are the facts that I say. You provide counter facts, counter arguments. Right? So, excuse me. Where are we going with that? I try to keep on track. I had it. But that's pretty much it, right?
Yep.
Yeah. Don't want to beat it in the ground. Yeah. Everyone has the right to comment and say what you want. You also have the right to be wrong. And if you're not wrong, I think you could have a discussion with somebody. What that leads into really quick is release dates. I've showed you guys this stuff before, but this is something that got brought up, and it was about release dates. I've been working on this project probably for about a year now. Year and a half? We talked about it before, right? Don't hurt my feelings, Paige. I'm not trying to. But we talked about this before too, right? Really quick, what is probably the most common comment that you see in regards to release dates?
Oh, great. Another figure we won't see for 3 years.
Ding, 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 ding. Anything else?
Because we're
I know you got some. I know you've seen some.
Remember the old one? Oh, Mez is just stealing all of our
yeah, the NRDs, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one.
Stealing all the NRDs because they're going out of business. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right. But the most common one you probably say is it's going to take them 3 years to do this, right?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And fast forward to come back a little bit. This is another thing too. Please stop using "I'm just joking," because you're not. You're really not.
Twat.
No, but you're not joking.
No, they're not. They're being assholes, facetious little clickbait bastards.
Yeah. And it's a cop out. Dude, if you, like I said, if you got on my post and if you want to say something like that, hey man, own it. Be like, yeah, I'm gonna stand tall on this hill. But don't say something and you get responded to and you go, hey man, I was just joking. Why are you being so sensitive about it? Nobody's being sensitive about it. I told you what's going on. You're putting misinformation out, and 99% of the responses that I give somebody, it's not for you, because the person who I'm commenting to, they don't care. I'm giving it to the other person that's scrolling through the feed going, do they really take 5 years to do stuff? No, they don't. And here it is. So if you want to believe the guy that's over there, shucking and jiving and acting like a clown, that's totally fine. He's not going to be the one that's going to be able to explain stuff to you and the reason why, and accept the fact that he's the one that gave the bad information. You're going to go blame Mezco because this guy said that they take 5 years.
Yeah.
But it's easier to say that, right? Being a hypocrite and saying, oh yeah, stop saying it. Why don't we get down to some information? Because this is awesome.
Let's get down to brass tacks.
Let's do it. Let's play a little game. Remember how I had this game before and nobody ever seemed to be able to do it? It's a lot better now. But when somebody says, hey, they take 3 years to put out a figure, right?
Yeah.
The response I gave this person was, and it was very easy. I said, tell me what figures took more than 3 years. Can you guys or anybody in the group, in the chat, name the figures that took 3 years to do?
CC, let's let the chat answer because we played this game already and we won.
Yeah.
It's not fair for us to answer right away, Paige. Let's see what they get.
I'm interested, right? That's because that's the standard, right? That's always the thing. Take out the I'm joking stuff, which if you're going to say I'm joking, I think you should put that in front of whatever the comment is.
Yeah.
But people won't do that because that doesn't help the comment land, right? I'm
Yeah.
joking. Everything takes 3 years. You're saying everything takes 3 years because you're just trying to stir the pot. It doesn't matter if you say it before or afterwards. It still has the same meaning. None. You don't have anything to back it up. So if you say to somebody, okay, what figures take 3 years? Because evidently this company takes 3 years to put out every figure. What figures? It should be pretty easy, right?
Yeah.
And going through this is a good thing. Thank you, man. So pre-orders are concept photos. So we should set some parameters for this, right? When I usually put something out, it's from the time that they officially announce the pre-order, from the time that it is shipped out in the US, not overseas. Would that be a fair parameter? Like if they showed something 2 years ago, but the pre-order hasn't gone up,
Yeah.
do you guys agree with that or no?
I would agree with that. Because you don't start the clock just because you got a tease.
Yeah.
Right. Because we would still be waiting for stuff like
Black
Bones, Black Widow, the Archer from Robin Hood, They Live, the Apes. I mean, do you really keep the clock on those?
Baby Grub. Giant size grub.
That's already come out. I got this. I don't want to lose people, but let's speed up a little bit. So we won't try to do much of the suspense. But so for the figures that take 3 years, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I've been working on this for a little bit. And the reason why is because it's easier to like to show people. And I have all of this stuff on phone. These guys have seen it. Darius has seen it. KJ has seen it. So it's not like bullshit. I will say grade on a curve because there were a couple of categories that I'm trying to, but for the gist of it, it's pretty much the same, right? So there's only 2 figures that have ever taken 3 years to put out. I'm sure you can guess one of them.
CC first, since a group is guessed.
Yeah. 3 years from
89 Batman.
Correct.
Number 2.
Well, let's set it up a little bit better. So, because you got to give the bad if you're going to show all the whole picture, right?
Right.
Context. So, Batman 89 took 38 months to do. 3 years, 2 months, right? So that is correct.
Mm-hmm.
Also, really quick, there are over 300 figures. So now we got 1.
Mm-hmm. That's less than 1%.
It's 0.0.
I know.
But don't worry. I did
0.003.
3 years. 3 years from the pre-order because I thought the average is around 9 to 18 months from a pre-order. Delays are unforeseeable. I could be wrong. Yes. Let me clarify that in just a second because that's a good question, right? Was Robin Hood the Archer? There's a Robin the Archer?
They're asking about that you mentioned, the Robin Hood tease that we got a while ago, that Archer. They must have missed it a while ago. Yeah,
they showed from the Jamie Foxx and the other one.
Was it Guy Ritchie? Was that a Guy Ritchie movie?
Mm-hmm, yeah. Who's the kid was the guy from the, what was it?
Wasn't it Charlie?
Kingsman. The Kingsman kid.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of the different movie. That was King Arthur, maybe. I can't remember.
Charlie Hume. Oh,
yeah.
I'm going to star these really quick because these are good ones. Because when somebody says 3 years, there's a bunch of figures that get defaulted, right? So I'll speed it up. I know Cece's like, come on, Paige, get through this shit. All right. So another one that was over 3 years was Mr. Freeze. 3 years, 2 months.
Yep.
Okay. Everything else
actually surprised me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Mr. Freeze?
Yeah, that one really surprised me.
Yeah.
I remember that when we were talking in the chat. We're like, no. And then we're like, wait.
Yeah.
Because they snuck it in right after 89 Batman, kind of.
Yeah. So 300 plus figures. There was only 2 figures that went over 3 years. Trust me, I went through. I'm going to triple do this, and I'll probably come up with something a little bit more stable. But this is pretty much, the dates are direct. Everything else is under 3 years, right?
0.66%.
I want to show this really quick, too. Now, also, don't get me wrong with this. I understand that waiting 12 months for a figure is a long time, right? Even if you take into consideration the 1 or 2 months that it goes up for pre-order and it just stays there. It hasn't really gone, the order hasn't gone in and gone into production, right?
Yeah.
But if you go to Mezco's website and you look here, I don't know if you guys can see it, because I'm going to set the parameters of this, right? So it says pre-orders. Pre-orders can ship anywhere between 2 and 18 months after the order is placed, right?
Mm-hmm.
Does everyone agree that 2 to 18 months, regardless of how long you think, if it's too long, that because on the website, that's a fair thing to gauge on?
Mm-hmm.
That's their own parameters they're setting for themselves, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So they should adhere to that. So anything like that's over 18 months, you would consider late, correct?
Correct.
Batman, Mr. Freeze, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So usually the game play with people is like, and they never have an answer to this, is like, okay, name the figures that have taken over 3 years. We already established they're 2, right? And I'll tell people, that's cool. For every figure that you can tell me that was over 3 years, I'll give you 10 figures that were on time. Okay. Somebody mentioned on here, and I'll just do this because they were kind of like, so John Wick. Somebody asked about John Wick. Do you know how long it took for them to do John Wick? I'm not going to go through all of these, but you could take a guess, right? And this is to show time, because you're waiting in the moment and you're like, damn, this is taking forever. This is taking 4 years, 5 years. It doesn't. Do you know how long would you say John Wick was?
26 months.
No.
Over or under?
Under. How long?
17 months.
14 months. Right? What's another one that you would think that took way too long?
Thor.
That one's not even. I looked at that one. I got to wait until the thing.
No matter how
I'll
long
give
it's been way too long. No matter what.
I'll give you some other ones, because these are kind of like highlight ones, and I'm giving you good ones and I'm giving you bad ones.
Gotham by Gaslight Batman.
Yeah, I have that one, but give me a sec. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
A year.
Over 2 years? 3 years? Yeah. Did it take 3 years? Because it was a long time, right?
It seemed like it, but it was like a year.
13 months.
Yep.
Right? Let's do some bad ones really quick. Power Rangers, 27 months. Over what the 18 months was, right?
Mm-hmm.
Destro, 25 months. Snake Eyes, 23 months. Right?
Mm-hmm.
And the ones that were the big ones were like Morbius, 32 months. Leatherface, 32 months. Justice League, 31 months. Gotham by Gaslight, 30 months.
And wouldn't a lot of those all fall within like the COVID between like 2020 and 2023 type range?
Yes, but here's the thing. I try not to do it where there are any excuses for that. Yeah. So if you take the 300 figures that they have, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right? What I did was I only used the licenses, because I did only the license totals. Because if you did the IPs, most of those IPs, they'll announce something and it's out within a couple of months, right?
Mm-hmm.
So you're kind of like giving them more credit than what would be due, right? Because most of the problems that they have are with licenses, correct? That's what keeps getting pushed back. So I only did the licenses. So if you do the licenses, and you scale that down from the 300 plus, there's 223 licensed figures that they've put out total, right? Only 6 of those figures were over 30 to 36 months. If you're still going bad and they were late, 18 to 29 months, there were, let me make sure. Yeah, 24 figures. So right now you're at 30 figures from 223, right?
Mm-hmm.
Everything else has been under 18 months. If you need a stat for that, I got it. So if you have 15 to 18 months within their own time frame. 91% of the licensed figures come out on time within that time frame. 203 figures. 91% are on time. If you want to make an argument, oh, well, that's still too long, 12 months. You know, if you said like 12 months, right?
Yeah.
Even if you said like 12 months, I think I had it at what? Where's it at? 65% is on time. As opposed to every single figure that they put out takes over 3 years. So when somebody gets on and they start saying, oh, they're always late, are they really always late? And remember, I took out the IP stuff because I didn't want to like put more weight on the fact that they would have been able to get stuff out on time. It's very quiet.
Yeah.
So thoughts?
Yeah. Just shows you how much, people rely or don't rely on actual facts. And it's just all about, reactions and responses. Really. Anything to get a reaction.
It is. What is this? I don't know. I don't have him. What was this? John was a year. I'm probably catching up. Oh, another one that was just what I just did. KG Beast. That was 13 weeks. 10 months. Popeye and Bluto. You have to forgive me because I'm gonna have to look at some of these stuff. But Popeye and Bluto. Do you see some of those or no? Yeah. I didn't want to spend the time like looking through each one of these, but I starred most of them. I should have had a search option. That would probably be better. Or put them in order. Sorry. I don't want to make people wait. 14 months. Yes. Power Rangers. What? Power Rangers are so good. That's another thing too. If you want to rush, but not trying to like harp on it, but that you see how this all kind of like ties in. So when somebody gets on there and they're like, hey man, blah, 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 blah. And it's like, no, actually you're wrong. Well, no, I'm not wrong because I feel that way. No, okay, well, let's deal in some facts. And here are the facts. You might think it's excessive, but this is the kind of stuff that differentiates from somebody just saying whatever the fuck they want and then saying, you know what, dude, you're actually wrong. Well, every year takes 3 years for them to do a figure. Are you serious? Are you being really serious right now? It's like, come on, dude. Seriously. Somebody's going to screen cap this shit. It's not right. And what you don't understand is like, it kind of mirrors what's going on in society right now. Anybody can say whatever they want, but when they get challenged on it, it's like you don't have the discussion. If you have like information to kind of like bounce back, that's what part of the conversation is. But if you just get out there, you're just putting like BS around. You have to understand you're making it bad for the community because you're getting other people hyped up and off of nothing. That creates a bad environment because people start building up animosity and they're mad, and you're literally mad for no reason. Yeah. You're mad at 2 figures. How many content creators have you heard say, I guess they're going to be like 3 years with this one? How many, dude? And there are people that are supposed to know the line.
Yeah.
And it's bad. So the reason why I put this together is so you can like see this stuff, that there are people, not just me, there are other people in different groups that do this stuff. And it's not for like the I gotcha moment. It's to give people accurate information so you can make better purchasing decisions, so you can understand the line, so you're not as frustrated or you're sitting there thinking, God, this is taking way too long. Is it really taking way too long? Dude, I like, how like somebody will say they never ship out things on time. There's a category in here that I had where they've had same turnaround times. Like they put something up. I mean, just the last 3 figures that we had, those shipped out the next day. You know, so it's to balance some of that stuff out because everything just can't always be negative. You have to look at the total picture. You know.
Yeah.
So anyway, I would love to look up every single one of these, but just to let you know, it is there. Are we done with this one? What? I'm happy. 18 months for Rocketeer. Anyway, but that's it for that. Did we beat it in the ground? Is it good? Does it make sense though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, to sum up, information. Please do me a favor. If you're gonna get on my post, this is the kind of stuff that I'm gonna probably answer back to you. So please, if you're gonna do that, please have something to like add to the discussion. Otherwise, you're just spouting off bullshit. You really are, and it's unproductive to the group. It's unproductive to me, and you're gonna get mad because I'm gonna list out facts, and you're gonna think that I'm like punching down on you. It's like, no, man. You brought up the subject, and if you're gonna get on my post, I'm definitely gonna answer back, and it's gonna be like this, and you're probably not gonna be like it. So anyway, bang, 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 done. Toyz Fair. Nice creator rollout. We had this. The R.U.M.B.L.R.
Yeah.
Sandstorm. Talking good about this. What do you guys think?
MC got 3.
Did he get 3?
One for each member in my household. Tax write-off.
You because you put it as a mode of transportation?
Yeah. There's. I get.
I wish I could get on the site and pull this up.
One for each Frenchie. Excuse me.
All right. Well, this is the Toyz Fair exclusive 2026. It's the R.U.M.B.L.R, but it is the Desert Storm Sandstorm edition with Hazard Squad Gomez.
Norman Schwarzkopf edition. Storm and Norman.
I thought about all the MRAPs when I was in Iraq when I saw this thing. Like, this is good. I should do this just so I can remember this stuff. That's not it. I think I get on the website. Anyway, so a lot of people. Oh, shout out to Daniel Lindros because he used a phrase that I think I want to use from now on. You know how people say like redeco, reuse, repaint? He actually had a very a good description. He called it redressing.
Yeah.
I like that. Make it so. From now on, it's called redressing. I can accept that a little bit better. But yeah, a lot of people, I think they saw this, and even though it was the same price, they did do free shipping. A lot of people were like, "This is just a repaint," which is ironic because everybody complained about it didn't have paint apps from before. And then this, what do you guys think?
MC?
Nah,
bro.
I'm clearly a shill, so I got it. No, I like it. I can think of, go to a G.I. Joe. There's a lot of use for this besides just the Hazard Squad. So it's plus I can sell my Gomez at a marked up price to rip people off because that's what everybody's after. It's got to fund my 3. No, I think it's good. I like it. I like that they took a different approach for it. Always love another Gomez. And you guys had to have known that they were this isn't gonna just be a one and done with the R.U.M.B.L.R. They put a lot of money into those molds, so I think it's good. Gives everybody a chance to miss it the first time around. You get a second chance here.
CC, did we talk about this the last episode and MC wasn't here? But MC, we talked about Vala. Vala got on and he was talking about how much God, what is it called again? The Vanguard, right?
Yeah.
He was going through the total of how much that whole project cost. and then estimating. Okay, don't lock me down to the number. I think it was like over 100 grand, 150 grand, 160, right? So, like, to
Jesus.
your point, if you're putting all that money into the tooling and stuff like that, like you said, why are they going to stop at one? It's silent again.
Because we're making sense.
You're like, there's no more talking points after that.
Like, the easiest thing, if you don't like it or you think it's a lazy or a repaint, you just save $350. How about thanks, Mezco? Nothing says you have to pay it.
Yeah, a lot of people were talking about like this because it is like when you get to the so these guns, this is Duke. We've seen these hands, obviously the hands and everything else like that. Bowie knife that's come with them before.
Mm-hmm.
This is like a palette swap holster. We've seen this before, and of course we've seen the R.U.M.B.L.R before. They did add a lot of paint deco to this, a lot of paint deco.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, most of this stuff is reused.
Redressed.
Ah, thank you, sir. Good catch. CC?
You know, I told you guys I didn't do it just because I don't have room for another large vehicle. Like I said, the R.U.M.B.L.R I got is sitting right here next to me because I have no idea where to put it or what to do with it. So I wasn't gonna buy another one just just because.
Mm-hmm.
So with that said, to me, like this is one of those perfect Toy Fair exclusives because people should feel comfortable being able to pass on this without feeling like, oh God, I missed out on it, or now my collection is ruined. I wouldn't be freaking out over this figure because people got to remember that if they decide to do an individual one, possibly at there is no lease, but maybe at a later date, maybe they'll do singles, kind of like they did the why am I pulling a blank on his with the Void suit? Void Cadet. Yeah, Void Cadet Gomez. Maybe you'll get a single release of that. So I wouldn't freak out right away, but
Night, Boba.
I really think it's a perfect one of those exclusives to offer. I didn't walk away from today feeling like, oh my God, I'm gonna have to get out the line because I missed out.
I would. I'd fucking write an email to Mezco and quit the line. And post on Facebook too.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna get it, but that doesn't mean I hate it. I just don't get into vehicles. Yeah.
They're big.
It's just some of that stuff, yeah, they're big, and some of that stuff is not for it. I think I posed this like question in the group, or I can't remember, or we had a conversation about it. I don't understand why people don't utilize these opportunities to actually be part of like the community. Why not? So how this ties into like arguing, how I mentioned like somebody's getting on the information post and just doing that kind of stuff. You're not like building connections with people. Even like with like little jabs and stuff like that, you're not like connecting. So let's say that this came out and there was somebody like, man, I just want the figure. If I would see that person, I'm like, why would I want to do anything or help this person out when I've had that kind of interaction with them? Because we don't have like a foster relationship, right?
Yeah.
That's why I think it's important like to foster those kind of relationships. Because let's say that this did come out and you were at work. Oh man, like I know I can call on you guys, but like MC man, dude, I'm gonna be gone. Do you think? There you go. Right?
Mm-hmm.
It works also in this situation too, because there's a lot of people that were split on this. Like a lot of people's like, I just want the figure, and some people are like, I just want the vehicle, and it was almost like half and half.
Really?
So why not utilize the community that you have and get that done?
I'm surprised that anybody would want just a R.U.M.B.L.R without having the Gomez to go with it.
Well, because some people do, man. Some people may look at that and just, I just want for my G.I. Joes. I just think it's funny, like that. it doesn't all have to be all or nothing. You could still do this and just get in the community, because do you want to go to eBay?
Ooh,
And yeah, and I'm not shooting at guys that part stuff out, because I bought parts from people, right?
mm-hmm.
But you're gonna get either stuck in that, or you're gonna get stuck in someone who's gonna say, this Gomez, not a lot of people bought it because they didn't want to buy the whole package, so I am gonna charge a lot for that Gomez.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you want to be stuck in that? Why don't you utilize the group
Shots
and
fired.
say, yo,
Said shots fired, MC.
shots fired, MC.
DM me for price.
Wow.
Venmo only.
But why don't you use that? Not use it. Why don't you utilize that in the groups? You know? It would make collecting a lot better. But you're like, other people are focused on these other things to like tear down relationships and communities and not do things to build it up. So when you're put in this kind of situation, you know, oh, I missed out. You wouldn't miss out if somebody was in the community. Yo, man, I'm gonna be gone, and you think you got me? I got you, man. But you want to make enemies and shit. You want to like do kind of stuff in communities that doesn't foster any kind of like relationship. There's a big difference between like one community and you know, like Legion's community, right? If you say Marvel Legends, you don't really get a positive response, right? I mean, honestly, you don't.
Not from us.
Right? But if you say Legions, Mythic Legions, oh my gosh. You could be somebody brand new to that line, go in there, and they'd be like, oh, huzzah! You know?
Yeah.
Don't you want to have that kind of experience, you know, across all lines? You know, I don't know. Maybe I'm a dreamer. But people could be able to utilize that and be able to get this thing. But it's 325. Blah, 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 blah. This did sell out and then did waitlist. It's going to be interesting when people get it in hand. Shout out to the creators that got this early, you lucky bastards. And there was a bunch of like really great photos. Did you guys have any favorites?
Yeah, I liked. Go ahead, CC. Which one do you like?
I just said I haven't been hardly online at all. I couldn't.
Are you talking about from the promo, or are you talking about from the creators page?
The creators, they put out a lot. I was trying to close this out. Give me a second, because I want to. Let me just go to Instagram, because they did a really good job. So let me close out. But yeah, did you have any?
I like the one by Figurewood with Death Adder and Gomez beating up the Black Skulls while the thing's kind of exploding in the background and like lifted.
Mm-hmm.
I thought that one was like well lit and lots of action and stuff going on in it. And I like the one where Gomez was like looking into the weapons rack from behind, you know, like that first teaser that they showed.
Mm-hmm.
Those are probably my two favorite.
Oh man. So my keyboard's locked.
Charm of the show.
It is.
Everybody envision this in your head.
See, this was one of them. This was from I think this Figurewood or Toy Box. I think this is Toy Box. But this is Sparky Foreman.
That was that lazy release, right?
Can we talk about this too? Somebody had mentioned something, and I think this is a very good teachable moment as well. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Let me catch up with the chat. But yeah, what do you think? Cece, what do you got that? What do you think about this? Here's one shot. Dang it.
Gosh, you guys keep going to me. I feel like I'm playing the role of Debbie Downer right now.
You're not. You're giving it an alternate perspective of it. This balances out the show.
As we all know, I've been trying to be much more responsible with my collecting.
Mm-hmm.
And trying to really narrow things down. And I haven't touched Sparky, once. I think we opened him up live on the show.
Mm-hmm.
And I put him back in the box. I haven't touched him since. He's a really good looking figure, and I do want to take some photos of him at some point, but I don't see where I need another one. You know what I mean? I'm not a guy that collects just because they offer something. I'm not. That's not me.
Archangel.
If it was, you know, a redressed Doctor Doom, I'd be all in.
It's like the God Doom.
Yeah, you know, if they did that, you know, it'd be quickest pre-order for me ever. But you know, it just
God Doom would be amazing.
You know, it doesn't speak to me, I guess, is probably the best way to say it.
Right.
Which once again makes it to me a very good choice for an exclusive, because it shouldn't ruin anybody's collection if you don't have it.
Right. MC?
I like when they do this. You know, like look at Nosferatu. They give you that noir vibe. I think it's great. I think Sparky was a great figure. I like CC. I haven't had much to do with it, but I haven't had much time to do anything this year.
You know what I will say?
Mm-hmm.
And this is something I wish Mezco would do a little differently. When you have events like this coming up, like I really wish that they would just out front say, hey, these are the exclusives that are going to be available this weekend. That way I can make an informed decision, an informed, responsible financial decision, right? Because like even today when I was looking at it, I'm like, man, you know, okay, so this is $325, but what if they release something later on that I really, really want? You know what I mean? Because I don't know, it was one of these times where, you know, I must have dropped off $800 on exclusives and stuff. Maybe I was around SDCC or something. And once again, I'm trying to be more responsible, you know, with spending.
I got you, buddy.
If I knew, you know, because we're not even sure that tomorrow is the last exclusive, right? There might be more coming. Right?
Yeah.
So, you know, who wants to blow their wad right away, and then you find out, you know, on Valentine's Day, you know.
Well, I do want to blow my wad on Valentine's Day.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Well, yeah, that's why you don't want to blow it before, right? You gotta save something for the day. So, you know, that's the only thing I wish they would do a little differently is I am not a big fan of surprises. Let me know ahead of time so I can, you know, plan my spending accordingly and then make an informed decision on what I really do decide that I want.
Yeah, agree. Makes total sense.
I've got that Mezco gift certificate I still haven't spent. It's just sitting there because I don't want to just blow it on just anything, you know.
Do you need help?
Yeah, it's literally sitting there. It's sitting there waiting on something. But like I said, I don't want to just blow it on just anything and then wait later on and be like, oh man, well I wish I would have used it for that instead. So I really wish I knew what the rest of this weekend had in store.
From the itinerary, it looks like they did like reveals. So two things I like about this, right? I'll be honest with you. I like the fact that I totally agree with you about the surprise thing. I like how they did this kind of rollout. I don't know if it's gotten a lot of credit for it, but they did this also. We talked about it a little bit, but kind of with the 112-day stuff. I'm glad they didn't put these back to back, and it was like a, you know, like a mosh pit of madness today. Yeah. I like the fact that they're doing this today, and then they're doing this tomorrow.
Yeah,
it kind of frees up some of the site glitching that they would have probably had with this today. My experience was pretty smooth. I didn't have any issues. And can you imagine if they would have done like a 3-drop back to back like they were doing? You know what I mean? Like all at once. It's just been chaos. So I like that they're doing that. But I do agree with you about the, you know, giving a heads up. And the second thing is, and I don't think it's getting a lot of credit, is I'm glad that there's, no offense to D, I think he does a fantastic job, but I'm glad that there are other people that are getting this in hand. You know, like the content creators, because some of them are more advanced, some of them are new guys and stuff. So you get to see like different perspectives, and you know what I mean? To me, it makes it almost more relatable too. Like if you see somebody that's, you know, that just takes regular pictures or something. All the pictures are great, but do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, you know, that's cool. Seems like it's pretty easy to take photos of. It seems like it articulates well. So I like how they're giving that to the creators. So that was it. MC, anything?
You guys are killing it. You're stealing stuff.
Do you think we'll get another announcement tomorrow?
I hope not.
If they do, I think it'd be a pre-order. I don't think it's going to be a buy it now.
I think that's smart. Because like if you look at like some of the stuff that we've already got, like, and I know not everybody gets everything. We already had the 112-day stuff. We've already had, there's already been like, I think total like 6 or 7 figures already up to like right now. And then they had Godzilla, Thor is charging, you know, on Valentine's Day.
Piling
on
it
top
on.
of this. I'm sorry, CC. I didn't catch CC. What'd you say?
I said they're piling it on this week.
Yeah. And then if you did get this today, that's a pretty big chunk if you got it.
Yeah.
And then if you are going to get this other figure tomorrow, and then I know I keep flashing the ERD thing up, but I mean, look at that. We've already gone through 5 of those figures already now, right?
Yeah.
Like, so 350, and this guy's probably, even if it's 112, which will probably be 120. I mean, it's almost $470. You know, if they do 119, 120, 2. That's why they got to do a pre-order. You can't expect people to drop $600 in 3 days.
If you're like MC and you got 3 of each offering.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, Husky made a good point too. I mean, and yeah, maybe you didn't get this, but they charge for the 89 Batman, the 5 points for that. It's a lot.
Oh man, maybe there will be a 5 points exclusive. We haven't done it, given those folks any love yet so far.
Yeah, it's a Spider-Man 2029. But it is a lot. I hope they just do reviews. I hope they don't do another. A pre-order I think would be okay, but I mean we got Nightcrawler. We just had that as a pre-order too. It's a lot within a small time frame.
Yeah.
Even if you picked and choose some of that stuff, you know. Thor's charging. Yeah, I mentioned that on the 14th. Do you want to hear another knowledge bomb really quick? Can we drop another one? It's not a rant. It's a knowledge bomb. It's nothing personal. I already got that shit out. I saw a very interesting comment about this Franklin, Frankie. If you notice, I'm pretty sure somebody's going to say, he said Frankie and not Franklin. And this was a conversation that I had before I got on. And I guess some of the things that are attached with this figure is that this is a black and white figure, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's considered, I'll just use the terminology they use, not redress, but this is just a redeco. Same thing with the other one, right? Both of these figures are Toyz Fair exclusive, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. The conversation that I had with this individual, I don't know if it was coming across because it's the internet. The complaint is that this is just redecoing and it's lazy and it's cheap. I think Kyoto said it earlier. You know, I wish I had it still pulled up, but he had corrected me on it, and I guess not that it's going to be the same price tag, but Bobby had spent like $165 or $180,000 for the molds for that Vanguard, right? And like MC said, they're gonna try to like reuse that so that they don't go into the red, right? You like black or you like red? Business 101? Business 101, yeah. You don't want to go in the red, right? So you're gonna try to obviously redo stuff. I think I explained to one person, they were like, "Oh, they should have brand new weapons for everything and everything like that." I was like, "Are you gonna pay for that?"
Right.
But even stripping it down, something I was trying to explain to this person is that um, they're very quick to say that this is just repaint, reuse, and it's lazy, right? That's what it was. I want to take you back really quick. Back in when Mezco first started, they did Toyz Fair. Toyz Fair was an event that if you were a content creator or if you were part of the toy industry, you got invited. We've talked about this before, right? Those are
Yeah.
the only people that were able to get into this event. And so what would happen is Mezco would give out um, they would give out sample figures, and these were very rare. And I remember paying out the ass to get some of these figures because they only gave it to content creators. Usually, what they would do is they would only give out about 100 of them. That's where you kind of hear about the black and white Dark Knight Returns, Toy Fair Punisher, Spock, those like grails, right?
Yeah.
Right. And so those Toy Fairs figures, they weren't available for the public. In 2019, that was that big swing when we saw like Agent Gomez was put out, and everybody's like, "Oh shit, they got the Gomez, and they're only giving out to the creators." And then what happened? Later on that day, they put it up, and from
Yeah.
that point on, they've been taking this, not the licensing name of it, but they've been taking Toyz Fair, and they've actually been taking those figures that normal people weren't able to get, and they're offering them to the public, right?
Yeah.
Otherwise, you would be paying more money.
How dare they,
I know.
bastards?
Yeah. But that's part of the history, right? Another part of the history is that traditionally, Toyz Fair, or historically, if you want to say, those figures have always been versions of figures that they've already done. Dark Knight Returns, Spock, Frankenstein, they had one of those. Well, actually, take that off. The bundle wasn't it. Batman Ascending Knight, Gomez, Agent Gomez, Blade, the Roach with the Golden Head, Krieg, the Black Spartan, Jackie Vaporoni, Bartholomew Vex, and the only exception really was Biker Gomez. Biker Gomez, that was a MegaCon. It wasn't really even Toyz Fair, even though they kind of did the same. But do you see how all of these have been the same figure, right?
Yeah.
Right? They're not really breaking anything new. This is the same cycle that they've done since 2016. Same format, you know? Somebody also mentioned, I was trying to explain it to this person, but they'd also mentioned that they didn't understand why this figure was going in black and white. We talked about like Gangsters Inc. before on the show, but if you're not familiar with it, Gangsters Inc. Can you see that? I'll put the link in the description below. There's a nice little throwback article on Mezco's website. See how it says it only takes like 5 minutes to do some research? But Gangsters Inc. was a line that they did back in 2004. It involved these three characters right here. Giovanni Don Mancho, Patrick O'Brien, Iron O'Brien, and Frank, not Franklin or Frankie? Interesting. Sparky Foreman. So they did these back in 2004. They did color version of these figures, and they also did black and white versions of these figures. Hence the reason why you're getting a black and white figure.
Oh no.
I know, right?
Why are you showing us this logic page?
So what
I'm
you're
showing you
saying is
because
the
a
other
lot of
figures are
people.
going to be available this weekend in black and white too.
Well, that's the thing too.
You heard it here first.
And that's the thing. Like, I understand. I mean, when talking to a person and saying, "Hey, man," I'm trying to explain to this person and say, "Hey, the take that you have right now, it doesn't really make any sense. You didn't do any research on the line. You don't know what you're talking about. And just because it doesn't fit within what you think, it doesn't mean it doesn't make sense. This is the character crew that they did back in 2004. They're redoing it now, and they're doing it in the same format that they did before both versions. So to sit there and say, "Oh, it doesn't make sense why they did it," they did it because it's what they did before. It's also an homage to noir films. That's why they had them in black and white. So just because something doesn't make sense to you doesn't mean that it's being lazy. It doesn't mean that you know better than the other company, because obviously you didn't even go back and look at the history of the character or the line. You know? And just like you guys said, it's okay. If it doesn't hit with you, then it's fine. But it doesn't mean that they're making dumb decisions. As someone who follows the line, I'm like, this is cool.
It means they're saving you money.
Yeah.
You can buy something else. You can buy the black and white RUMBLR when it comes out.
Do you think they'll do an Arctic version of that?
Oh man, that look good with the snowcat.
Yeah. Exclusives should be done like this though. A variant of a character that has come. Yeah. That way you know. Because I'm a completist. I'm gonna get it. But like CC, like you said, you're controlled, you're measured, you're like, this doesn't make sense for me to get. You don't have attachment to character.
Yeah.
What is this? The noir fits with the 1940s. Yeah.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, she. Yeah. Plus the original character also came in black and white. I think because I'm catching up. But yeah. They did all three of these. And then also, instead of like complaining about it, you also have a roadmap of what's gonna happen. They already showed these other characters, right? And digital. They did it in digital. So you know that you're gonna be getting these figures again, right? They're gonna do these two, right?
Yeah.
And I don't know if you've been on eBay. They're 9-inch figures, but this was before they announced this stuff. They're very high priced. They don't have a lot of articulation. They look great, but I mean, you're going to be paying pretty much for this figure what you would be paying for something that's going to be coming out. But this is a roadmap. They're going to do these color version, and then more than likely, if they're doing him in black and white, guess what? They're going to do these other two in black and white. So I don't know. I guess my brain's wired weird. I don't look at things like this and go, it looks like to me more of like, okay, this is what they're planning on doing. And like you said, you can kind of like plan a little bit better accordingly.
Yeah.
That's all I got. Tricky thing, Mezco, is you have plastic parts costs involved, but there's also soft goods. Yeah. It's too much logic. Too much logic, Coyote.
Spitting facts.
Yeah. Didn't they do noir color variants? Yes, I think because I'm catching up. Sorry. Yes. He pays that Hong Kong team for the cost, someone making the pattern and tailoring and buying the fabric in big amounts, sewing the pieces, making into little pieces, wiring and capes. Yeah, I think he had come on and he had talked about that. Black and white Sparky is a lot cheaper than the old one. Yeah, it will be. I think I looked it up, and I think it was ranging from like 184. So I wasn't thinking of black and white Sparky because I'm not interested in black and white. However, looking at the black and gray suit makes an easy suit option. Yeah. Are you guys? I know MC and CC. You said you're not. Are you doing this, MC, or no?
I haven't decided yet. I'm on the
Okay.
fence. It's not that I don't want it, right? It's just I don't know. Like
When he says that, it means he hasn't decided on how many yet.
Yeah.
Yeah, could be one, could be none, could be 7.
It's not a question of if. It's just a question of how many.
Yeah. Do you think that they should put a restriction on this tomorrow? Like a limit?
I think so.
Yeah, I do too.
At least for the first like hour or two, you know.
Yeah.
You know, kind of like how Four Horsemen.
Yeah, I think it'll be good. Yeah. The factory is going to, what is it? The factory is going to be the figs and soft goods, but mostly they're limited to caps and such. Over $200 cash each. Yeah.
Woo.
Yeah, and I learned this also too when I was watching Valor stuff. He said those tooling modes, you're using those, you know, you make your mold and stuff like that. But if it's almost like leftovers. If you had a steak that you paid a bunch of money for, the next day, you know, if you pay $200 for the steak, and the next day, you know, you ate half of it, and the next day you just go, I'm throwing the rest away. You probably eat it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's what he was saying. You use those, you try to utilize it and try to get as much as you can out of it, because that not only pays for the tooling costs that you put in there, it pays for your business, it pays your employees, it pays for better materials, soft goods and plastic. I mean, Jesus, it has more of an effect than people think it is, because like I don't think a lot of people, if they offered you brand new weapons and every single thing, but they said, yeah, we're gonna have to raise the price $20-$30 each one, people have a problem with the prices already.
Yeah.
You know, it's weird. It hasn't gotten out with everybody that talks about it. You know,
Yeah.
who was it? Ryan talked about it. Val has talked about it. The guy at Hasbro has talked about it, but everybody just keeps calling bullshit. I'll be honest with you. I don't think Vala and the guy at Hasbro in cahoots, and they say, yeah, let's all stick to the same story.
Yes. Here's the narrative. You know? Let's push it.
Yeah. I don't think those two are like vibing on that, you know? At least that's the impression I get. No knock against them. You know, it's not a conspiracy theory. It's, you know, it's what it is. And, you know, you have to decide, like Cece said, if that offering is good for you. But I don't think they're trying to like do that. Now, if you're Chipotle, I get it. Quick question for anybody here. Who's making $100,000? Because evidently the CEO of Chipotle thinks that that's who should be getting Chipotle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Enough lecture. Look at that. 1:30.
Now you got me thinking about that noir thing tomorrow.
Spider-Man noir?
Oh.
Mm-hmm. Showing we do another Woodford. Yeah, I would love to see another Woodford. They have a couple of versions too, right? Don't they have have you guys looked at the comic?
Yeah.
They had him like in a sailor suit. He's had a couple other suits. Cece, what can we do to push you to get this tomorrow?
Yeah. Let's not. Don't push. Don't push.
Because evidently I work for them. And I will probably get 20% off if you get it. But only if you get it. It doesn't work for anybody else. Only the guys on the show.
Yeah. If you put in code Paige, he gets a free figure to match what you ordered.
Oh, no. I would get, I told you, I only get 0.0000112% or cents. Rounded off. I mean, what? I mean, the recolors, I hope they have different weapons. Like if the main range with a knife, maybe. I think somebody actually. Oh, is it in this photo? I think somebody actually put all of the weapons in there. I think it's the same stuff. It's just in that color palette. Yeah, there's stacks of money. There's the gun. I saw the Tommy gun was the same color. And then there's the fish with the paper and stuff. So I'm not 100%, but from the photos, it looks like it's going to be a redressing. He was redressed. That's it. Anything else? How many figures took over 3 years?
2.
Mm. Yeah. So now when you're in the group and you see this person go, it'll take 3 years, stuff like, you can just be like, you know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
You don't know what you're talking
You mean the 2 out of the 237 licensed IPs that were released?
about. Oh my God.
You don't know shit about fuck.
Goodness gracious.
It's a great
Isn't
movie.
that better than just blindly saying something? Like if somebody, and you know what? Please check my work. You can go on you can go to a bunch of places. There's a lot of, some people have checklists, you know, some, I have the stuff on my page, you know. Some of those dates aren't right on purpose.
You think the Foot Soldiers are going up for pre-order this weekend?
I hope so. That would be cool.
No, it wouldn't be cool for them to go up this weekend. I've already spent enough. I always pay right up front, so no.
No PayPal in full?
That's what I do is PayPal for, but I don't want to spend any more money. Let's wait. Give me 2 weeks. Let's cut some of this.
Mezco wants all the tax monies. They know what they're doing.
Ooh.
And if anybody wants to hear the names of the people that are talking shit, come to Club CC afterwards. And
No.
We're going to read the list.
Not trying to read the list. Not trying to do that. No.
Man.
We don't have any. What do guys do? The after party shows. We don't have any of that stuff.
Yeah.
Patreon.
Don't have any of this stuff.
Club CC's kicking.
No. I'm not doing that. They're teachable moments. That's what we do. Don't need to bash anybody about it. Just talk about it and show that, you know.
I wish people would act online like they do in real life. They don't like something. 99% of the people out there just shut their mouth and keep walking.
I told you, wouldn't it be a funny skit? I don't want to do it because I'm afraid of, like, not afraid of the consequences. I don't want to be the dick that's at SDCC. But just do a segment where you walk over to the Hasbro booth and you see somebody, you be like, you're just looking at the stuff with the figures and going, I'm gonna pass. Do it in real life. Any of those things that you say online, how do you think that would go?
Yeah.
Hey everybody. You imagine that if you walked into a restaurant or something like that. Hey everybody, I'm passing. Yeah. I'm passing on this. Everybody would look at you weird. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah.
You know? The theme park thing? You walked in there, I don't like Harry Potter. Hey everybody, I don't like Harry Potter.
Great. Fucking go to another land.
No. Disneyland is better. Yeah. Can you imagine just walking around Universal saying, Disneyland's better, everybody. Disneyland's better. Mafix is better than Mezco. Yeah. Legends is better than this. Disneyland is better, everybody. You'd get so many weird looks. The next time you have one of these little comments that you want to, like, I get the ambiguity of it all, but go outside and do it in real life and just soak in that social weirdness that you're going to get.
Yeah. Grab the Target worker and tell them that you're going to pass on that G.I. Joe classified figure that's been sitting on the shelf. Like, hey, I'm going to pass on this. See what reaction you get.
The other people would just look at you like, what are you talking about? Walk up to somebody and just curse at them. No. You're fucking stupid.
Your collection would happen. Yeah. I can't believe you're wearing that shirt. What the fuck's wrong with you?
What do you think would happen? It's the ambiguity of the internet, right? You can just say and do whatever you want. You know? Good God. Foot Clan. Everybody says Foot Clan. Oh, can I end it on this too? It's kind of like an addendum to like what we talked about before. But the joking thing. Please stop saying that. Seriously. I really want to hammer that in. Please stop saying joking. I was just joking. Just like we talked about like the release dates and somebody's like, oh, it takes them 3 years to put out figures. No, it doesn't. I'm just joking. It's been what? It's been 10 years. It's the same joke. And Matt, hey, I got a joke for you really quick. Why'd the chicken cross the road?
Yeah. Let's get to the other side.
I got another joke for you. Why the chicken cross the road?
To get to the other side.
Mm-hmm. I got another joke. Why the chicken cross the road? Imagine if I did that every single day for 10 years. You don't think that joke is gone, like, it's old? Especially when you're like, the punchline doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
Stop using it as a shield. I was just joking. No, you weren't. Reminds me of the Psh, man. That's good. Oh, I need to watch that. What is that? Can you send that to me, Adam? Anyone not buying imports due to tariffs and shipping? Did you guys imports? Cece, what was the little things that you got? Were those imports or is that an American-based company?
American based. The Cowboys, that Nacelle stuff.
Mm-hmm.
The Mondo stuff I got had a tariff surcharge on it, but I don't think I bought an import figure in a while. I looked at some of the prices on them in past. I guess so technically that would be why. Because on some of that stuff, man, it's crazy.
Do you mind if I ask how much the tariff was? Like,
I think the Mondo one was $11, I think.
The toy guru from Marty Collector gets threatened to get beat up at SDCC. He did the panel and zinged them and said, "Hey, I thought you were going to beat me up. I'm right here. You're so tough online." Yeah. Yeah, that's another thing too. Like, would you really say some of this stuff?
Nope.
It's gonna kill a lot of that beef too. Like, I see a lot of people like they're fighting in comments and stuff like that. It's like you're gonna see these people later on, but it's almost like, why do you want to do that? Just, you know. Well, if they only tell the input to the creator and they have some data, you must mean in an upsetting way of saying it. Wait, what? Well, they only tell you their input, the creator can get some data. You must mean in an upsetting way. I'm sorry. Do you guys know this? I'm not making fun. Can you get that one or no?
Well, they only tell their input so the creator can get some data. I have no idea what he's. Sorry.
I think he's trying to say that when people are complaining about things, that they're trying to help. But if you're trying to help, that's not the way you do it.
Right.
Like if, it might be a bad analogy, but, a lot of us are parents. And if you just went to your kid and say, you should probably quit basketball because you suck. Like that's not going to accomplish anything other than that kid just no longer playing that sport, right?
Mm-hmm. So
we all know there's a right and wrong way to do things. I think that's one of those. That's like, kind of like you say, well, it's just a joke. No, it's not. When you say things like this is trash, this is lazy. There's nothing constructive to where you're trying to help the company in any way.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? That's a cop out. That's a cop out. Now, when you say things like, and we've had this discussion numerous times, hey, this would have been better if, right? Or, I would have liked if this had included this. Yeah. I would have rather have had this. Then you're kind of making a point worth taking. But half that other stuff, man, they just want to be seen and heard. There's nothing else about it.
Yeah, but you're being seen like in a weird light. That's almost that. That's a great way to look at it too. Like you just said, say you went into your job, and you're really trying your best, right?
Yeah.
And every day your boss walks over to you and says, "You know what? You're doing a really shitty job."
Yeah.
Every day.
Yeah.
No feedback really, like what you're doing that you need to improve. It's just like, hey, and every day that he does that. I'm sure that there are people out there that have those kinds of jobs. It's just like, and sometimes those jobs, like they don't really interact with their manager or something.
Yeah.
Or like your significant other. Maybe you have like a really bad relationship and your girl just, or whoever they are, they just get onto you every single day. That's like mentally draining.
Like, you know what, boss? I'm going to try harder.
Yeah, would that motivate you to do anything better?
No.
It doesn't for me.
Yeah, not at all. Not at all.
That's something I think also gets lost really quick is the fact that maybe because they're like faceless or anything, but behind all of this stuff, like me, or when you make comments to content creators, like your video sucks, you didn't cover this, or you didn't do this. It goes for everybody. That shit's draining, bro.
Yeah.
You're not motivating anybody. You're not giving constructive criticism. And at the end of the day, all those people are human. Imagine if someone came up to you every single time, and it's different when you're in this arena. I'm nowhere near what some of these other guys are. So imagine me, like maybe 50 or 100 people are saying something to me, and then you got other guys like Darius and Chardon, whoever. They're getting 5,000 to 10,000 of these kind of comments a day. That's just draining. At the end of the day, they're all human. And this will tie it up really nice. You can't take me saying something to you, like giving you information, and you think I'm berating you. I didn't even lose foul language. I didn't take a shot at you personally. I just gave you information, and you can't even take that.
Yeah. You criticize the comment that took them 10 seconds to formulate, but they can criticize something that someone has spent years working on. Yeah.
Yeah. Isn't it hypocritical?
Yeah.
You can't even take my comment from, and I was very benign about it all the time. I followed the same format, but you can curse at them, anybody, companies, content creator, all those guys. You can say whatever the hell you want, and you expect them to perform and get better, but you can't take my comment and say I'm being a dick or I'm attacking you or whatever. Dude, get out of here. Soft. Do that shit in real life. Next time you want to make a comment or do something, just walk up to a complete stranger, say that stuff, and then see how well it works. And if it flies, then you should be able to type whatever you want. Until then, stay off people's stuff. Not just everybody. Stay off their stuff if you don't want to have anything said back to you. That's a good way to end it, right?
Great.
I mean, it's a figure. I mean, what? I mean, it's figure to figure bias, though, right? But why does everybody's bias need to be the same? You collect things differently than I collect, and what you find appealing and attractive, I may not find appealing or attractive. Doesn't mean that you're right and I'm wrong. It just means that there's different preferences.
And it still goes back to how you do it. I don't care if it's figure to figure. It's still there's a way to go about it.
Yeah.
We've talked about this an awful lot. You know, it's kind of like when in the group, somebody will post and be like, "Man, I really, really like this figure," and they're like, "I can't believe you spent money on that trash." You know, I can't like it because you didn't like it. You know, it is what it is. One thing I can guarantee you is that whether I purchase this figure or not tomorrow, there won't be a post about it. You know, it's like if I don't buy Sparky tomorrow, you're not going to find a post from me on social media letting you know whether or not I bought it. Because guess what? Nobody cares.
Yeah,
I care, CC.
Yeah, because you like to see me spend money. MC would be the only one that really wants to know whether or not I buy this tomorrow.
Really Can I ask you something really quick? Do you think that it's that, because we do talk about this a lot, but do you think that even though we do discuss it, do you think it's getting better?
Which part?
I don't want to put collecting in there. I think we're like, I think we're doing really well. You know, offerings, you know, from different companies, genres. I think. I mean, as far as like, I'm always like focused on like community stuff. Do you think it's getting better in communities?
I think it really depends on the community.
Marvel Legends, no.
Yeah, you have some that are doing well. I mean, I'm sorry, but like the Legends and Classifieds guys, Jesus Christ, post at your own risk. Same thing with some of the Star Wars groups. So I think that just kind of is what it is. But social media is probably always going to be what it is. Social media.
Yeah. Right. It makes me appreciate the circles that I have a little bit more. You know, like guys you talk to like every day. They just kind of like ground thing. I talked to Van. Darius like called me right before the show, and we were kind of talking about it. You know, about some of this stuff. And he just, he sat there and listened. He's like, "I'll call you back, man, after the show." I'm like, "Okay, cool, bro. Thank you." Wasn't like judgy about it. He was just like, "Okay." And then Van, I talked to him like on Messenger and stuff like that. I talked to you guys, too, about this pretty often. So, but I think that's like the foundation of it. You just have to have like a good circle. I'm not stressed out. I'm not crashing out or anything. It just, to me, there's more benefit, to, you know what I mean? I see more of the upside. I see how potentially things could be better instead of just festering in some of this stuff. And the reason why I talk about it is like in the hopes that people will go, you know what? Yeah, dude, I was a dick today. I'll try better. I'll try to do better tomorrow.
Yeah.
Dude, it is a hope. I mean, like, I know,
Yeah.
CC, like sometimes we talk about this a lot, but like there are people they'll reach out and they'll say, yeah, you know what? I see what you're saying. And I noticed that. And that's cool because then maybe people will see those other people and go, dude, yeah, that guy, yo, what are you doing? Why are you here? Or maybe somebody will say, yeah, you know what? Maybe I need to like take a step back and just kind of like relax,
Oh, some relaxes. Yeah.
Relaxes. It's been a while. But dude, I appreciate you guys, man. I really do. You guys are, yeah, I really do, man. You guys are awesome. Thanks for letting me express myself. Is there anything like hopefully we don't need to throw on the pile that you guys are interested with toys?
No.
Yeah, I think we're good. I think we're good.
Yeah.
We're supposed to do a play party. I'm sorry.
Great therapy session. Great therapy session.
It was. Thank you for let me get on the couch. I think this was supposed to be a play party. Do you guys? What do we have? Thor. You did get Thor. You said
that's like
you
an
secured
instant play party. Like you have to have a Thor play party.
There almost wasn't a play party for me.
Yeah.
I know, right?
Yeah.
I missed it. I don't know how. Like, I don't have an excuse.
You should try out, kid.
Yeah. Well, okay. But that was well before that. But, thanks, Rodden. If you're out there listening, this message reaches you. Thanks for taking care of me last minute. Appreciate you. Thanks, CC, for the hookup. Paige.
Yeah, I think that's it. Well, movies, social stuff, anything? Anybody got any hearings that they need to attend to tomorrow to ask questions about it?
I'm meeting up with Boba on Friday. I know he's in bed already, but
that's cool.
Oh, really? Wow. Hey, you guys have fun in Florida.
Yeah. He's just kind of passing through. So we're gonna link up and make a trade, and I'm gonna if he gets here early enough, I'll take him out to lunch. So
Adam said you didn't see it coming.
Well played, sir.
Yeah. All right.
Not for long though. 4 more weeks, and I'll be able to see the world again.
If he learns to keep his mouth shut.
Yeah.
That's it. All right. So
watch out, Mama.
4 weeks, my other eye will be in a similar situation.
Yeah. CT, man. CTG, good to see you, bro. Demetrius, appreciate you, man. Oh, yeah, I had conversations with him. He was talking to me about some of the stuff. So, yeah. That's it. Be nice to people. Be understanding. Take some time. Do some research. Conversate with somebody. It always doesn't have to be some kind of, pissing contest or anything like that. Just,
And don't be a twatty little cunt.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Wow. Is that the next T-shirt? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Just take some time. Relax. It'll be good. Everything is okay. Yeah. Conversation. Have a conversation with people. Yeah. Oh, look at this. I think CC's buying black and white Sparky tomorrow. Will help MC heal. You got to do it.
It's true.
Yeah.
Very hard.
Yeah.
You should step up to the plate, CC. If you
Yeah.
are the friend that you claim you are.
Yeah.
Mm.
Damn it. Yeah.
Oh, that's what the play party was. It's a free for all play party. Can we do that next week then?
Yeah.
We'll bring we'll just bring our whatever random figure we want to bring.
Sounds good.
So many.
No brands, doesn't matter what brand. We'll do that.
No
Sounds good.
matrix.
Yeah, and we should do like 5 things that we really like about the figure. Why we bought it. What it caught our eye, what attracted us. What bottle of Cavassier we like to, what kind of scented candles we like. Do you guys have a ritual when you open up anything?
Take my pants off.
Wow. Table waist up, any kind of traditions that you do?
No, nothing.
No ritual?
Prefer quiet so I can focus, but doesn't always happen.
CC, do you have a ritual?
No, I just dig into it. No.
I forgot. Does the Mezco Thor have a helmetless head?
Paige, go ahead and pull it out. Just show him.
I've been sending. I can't look it up. Can you look it up? Because it won't let me.
I'm looking. Hold, please.
Yeah, it's not letting me type anything. I can't type anything. Brands, category. I should just, it would be easier just to go to the thing and then.
There is no helmetless head. There is no.
What did they say? Fail, missed opportunity, all that other stuff.
Trash.
What's another figure that you can use?
Blonde hair.
I mean, I can't use Steve Rod. I mean, Captain
Sue Storm.
Sue Storm.
Wow. Yeah, Rick Wong. Sorry. He just has the helmet. Maybe they'll do another version. All right, that's it. Again, appreciate you guys, man. I really do. You guys are awesome. MCU Thor short hair. Oh, the one from the Ragnarok one?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, if you wanted to have like a short, I don't know. No, anyway. All right, take us out.
Remember to help control the pet population. Please have your pet spayed or neutered.
Bye. Bye.
That's the way to end it.